your jewelry pieces. They look amazing at first, whether it's that antique piece that's been passed down in your family, or you love to antique or garage sale and you find an amazing piece, or it's your jewelry pieces. What does silver do? It tarnishes. It's the biggest pain, right? Well, this is from Brite N Brilliant. It's our #1 selling tarnish remover, but it doesn't just instantly remove the tarnish and restore everything to like new again. It helps keep the tarnish gone for up to a year. So you can finally, you know, wear your pieces, display all of your gorgeous silver, and say, you know what, I don't have to worry about it. This sells out every time that we bring it back. In fact, we have not had this back since October. So it is finally back for you, and it's only $17.95. You get 2 of them, plus the tarnish blocker. By the way, these are huge, and you even get the funnel, so you get to pour back in what you're not using. So you're gonna have this forever and ever and ever. It lasts for so long. Monica Kroger is here. She brings this to us, and she's gonna tell us how it works.
Absolutely.
Hello.
Good morning, and I love what you had to say about silver, because I have a challenge for you.
Okay, go for it.
Take a look at this antique sterling silver copper cuff.
I want this.
Isn't that gorgeous?
Yes, that is so pretty.
I was out garage sale shopping.
Yeah.
And I saw this, and I knew that we could bring new life into it. So I want you to show everyone the inside and out. Go ahead and try to rub it. Try to clean it off, because I want everyone to see that this thing is nasty.
Ooh. I can't get it. I mean, it doesn't. We've all been here, right?
Yes.
It just does not come off at all.
You know, you find these pieces, maybe you've inherited them if you're lucky enough, and you've had them stored away because you know that they have value. And especially now with the cost of gold and the cost of silver, it can be, you know, prohibitive sometimes to buy things. But if you have them, let's restore them and care for them properly with the right type of products.
Okay.
So with Brite N Brilliant, it's so simple to use. All you do is pour a little bit of it out into a glass dish or cup, whatever you've got at home, and then take cotton balls. This product is so safe, you don't need to wear gloves. I don't, you know, I just take a little cotton ball just like this, got my hands, my fingers right here, and I dip it in the solution, and I'm just gonna wipe it very gently onto my jewelry. Now, if I had a stone here, that would be perfectly fine. I'm gonna show you with stone jewelry as well. I'm gonna wipe it onto the inside. The beauty of this product is that it can get into all of these nooks and crannies without an abrasive polish where you'd be rubbing and scrubbing. Now, the rubbing and scrubbing exactly is what abrades away the surface of your sterling and would scratch it up. And if this was silver plate, it would take away the silver and expose the base metal underneath. Let's get onto the back. Now here we can see the stamping, which is what you want. You want to reveal the maker. You want to reveal the mark and the stamp.
That's, the shine is blinding.
Look,
I love it.
that.
And you know, I love it because it's liquid like that. It gets down in all the nooks and crannies. So you don't.
Spectacular.
It's the most beautiful antique piece. I want to know where you found that, and I kind of want it. It's $17.95, by the way. This sold out in October. Imagine being able to get your jewelry pieces out of your jewelry armoire, your jewelry box, or display your beautiful heirloom pieces and not have to worry about them being covered with tarnish. That is what this product is about, because it cleans it brilliantly, but then it's going to help keep that tarnish off of your pieces for up to a year.
Exactly.
That's
now
so
look,
good.
I wipe it off. There's no residue on the cloth. I just rinse in water. At home, I do this right at the kitchen sink.
Sure, why not?
That's what you do. And remember, you get the funnel with it so that anything that's left, just pour it back into the bottle.
Yeah, exactly. And look at the size of these bottles.
Reusable.
You're not just getting one, you're getting 2 of the bottles today, and then you're getting that blocker as well. So this is the funnel. So it's designed, what you don't use, you pour back in the bottle. So this is something you're gonna use, your girlfriends are gonna use, you're gonna share this with your family, because you get so much of it. And we all have these beautiful pieces that tarnish. I have a necklace right now hanging in my jewelry armoire that looks exactly like that.
Oh, I wish you had brought it in. That would have been fun.
I don't know why I don't think ahead of time.
Look at the marcasite. You know, marcasite definitely is something that's meant to sparkle, and this isn't.
Exactly, yeah. And you don't want to get rid of it, but maybe you've tried the cloth, and the cloth does nothing. It turns a little black, but then leaves it looking like that.
Well, and that can put residue on. So here, just within seconds, we're just going to dip it in, take it out,
Look at how pretty that is. Like you had no idea. You forget the luster and the shine that it once had.
Look at it. Now you see what Marcasite is meant to look like. It's just absolutely gorgeous.
Breathtaking.
Yes, yes. Rinse in water and then wear it.
If you have silver jewelry, it tarnishes. I have a bracelet. It's from that, you know, I won't say, but it's from that high-end jewelry store in the mall. A girlfriend gave it to me. It's silver. Every time I go to wear it, it is tarnished. Well, and if you take it to have them clean it, there's a big charge to have them do it, and then it's tarnished once again. You have this at home. You can clean your jewelry whenever you need to.
Exactly.
But then again, you don't have to worry about it for up to a year.
And the tarnish blocker, you know, you did such a good job talking about that. This is a product you won't find anywhere else. I'm so proud of it. This is something you put on your clean silver after. It can be wet after rinsing after the Brite N Brilliant. It can be wet. You just spray it on, let it air dry for 5 to 7 minutes, rinse off, and you're good to go. It penetrates the pores of the metal and puts the solution on that gives a protective barrier. It's water-based. This is not a lacquer or anything like that.
Right.
And it just gives a barrier that stops that new oxidation from forming for up to a year.
And all made in the USA, which we love to say that.
Yes.
So I mentioned that this is back today. You get the entire thing for $17.95. So you're not just getting a bottle and then have to add the blocker. You get 2 full bottles, the funnel and the blocker, for $17.95. I challenge you to get this home, clean your silver pieces, just your jewelry pieces alone that you'll be wearing.
Absolutely, but more than silver. It does brass and copper as well, so I want to show you on more items. That's the beauty of the Brite N Brilliant.
I can't believe that necklace. I mean, you forget how beautiful and fiery and shiny it is.
Exactly, and you know, you get used to wearing your pieces because they get a patina. You want that patina.
Sure.
But it's picking up body oils, cologne, hairspray.
Yeah.
And you just don't clean it the same, you know, as when you do a deep cleaning like what the jewelers do.
Absolutely.
And this is something that we can provide. But let's move on to other metals because you have other things in the house. And the lesser metals like copper and brass, equally brilliant, but they're even more porous than gold and silver.
I did not know
and
that.
That's why, you know, a lot of people forget what they're supposed to look like. But with Brite N Brilliant, again, little cotton ball. And I'm not even gonna touch this. And you can see how badly damaged this is. Again, let me just, you know, you can see here, elbow grease, nothing's coming off. This is in bad shape.
But these are the pieces you love to display if they...
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh,
now just without touching, it starts cutting through. Now let's put a little rubbing onto it. And even through the darkest stain, right in the middle, look what's happening. Just a little, oops, sorry, don't want to hurt anyone there watching. Just a little bit of rubbing.
Monica, you're
exactly. I'm sorry, everyone. And it's cutting right through even that blackening. So picture what you have at home. I'm using the worst case scenario here just to show you how powerful this is.
You know, and so many of us have these pieces that were handed down maybe from our grandmothers, our great-grandmothers, or maybe you're that type of person that you love to look in the little booths at the antique stores on the weekends, or you just love to garage sale. Exactly. You find these pieces and you can bring them back to life because you forget what's underneath all the tarnish and the
Exactly. And if you smell a little bit of sulfur, the product has no smell. But when you smell the sulfur, that's oxidation. Oxidation is nothing more than sulfur. It's natural. That means you're getting it. It's releasing it into the air. Within seconds, it's gone. And then you've got it clean, and that's what you want.
Brilliant solution.
Then go for the anti-tarnish blocker, and you're good to go.
So you would just spray it on, and you'd be good to go for up to a year.
Exactly. Go for it on your brass as well, and just see how beautiful your pieces can be.
Like a flower pot like that. So many of us have that.
And nails. The days of drudgery are over. Who wants to deal with that? Now it's, you know, a little bit cold. We've got winter weather at home. Get at it. Make these pieces clean and sparkle. They're your investments. Let's take care of them.
And they shouldn't be a pain. I remember my grandmother had a silver plate, and it was like, it was part of her, maybe every couple of weeks, I don't remember now how often she did it, but it was the night where you took the silver tray. You cleaned it. I mean, it just is such a chore. And then, of course, after a few days, it just doesn't look as brilliant and beautiful. So I love that this is such an easy cleaning solution. You're not putting on gloves. You're not smelling the toxic fumes. You're cleaning cleaning it, but then you're also not worrying about it for up to a year, sign me up for the pieces that you display, but also for your jewelry pieces that you get to wear and know that they're tarnish free every time you go back to put them on.
I agree. I'm in.
So good, yeah. And then look at again how much you get. You're not just getting one of these bottles. This is 16 ounces. This is huge. And whatever you don't use, you take the funnel that you're getting and pour it back into the bottle. You're not getting just one of those. You get 2 of those. So if you want to split this up with someone else, you're going to have more than enough. And then you've got that tarnish blocker as well that's going to keep you from cleaning all your stuff for up to a year. So thank you for bringing this back.
Oh, it's my pleasure. We've got